My name is Mike Beygelman. I head up Adecco's recruitment process outsourcing business for North America. It does not. In fact, frequently when you outsource tactical or strategic HR functions, everyone views them a little differently. The organization that does the outsourcing actually gains more control over that function. For example, frequently a business leader may ask their recruitment department around metrics such as, what are my time to hires? How long does it take for me to screen a candidate? And frequently an HR department doesn't have the data or the tools to even answer those basic questions. So frequently when a partner comes in and outsources that function, they can provide them the tools and the data that they don't currently have in-house. And in essence, it makes HR more strategic back to the business lines.
Okay. So
I think the fear of outsourcing comes from 10 years ago, to be quite honest. The old definition of outsourcing was moving work to different parts of the world. Today, it's about doing work that is more difficult for you to do yourself. For example, economies change, business cycles change, and organizations sell products and services. They may have cyclicality to their businesses. It may be more strategic for them to partner with a recruitment firm, for example, that could provide them the same level of cyclicality for their recruitment resources. Right? So it's no longer about moving work somewhere else. It's about partnering with a firm that could provide you either more scalability or more flexibility or just a more lucrative economic model for performing the same services. So I think the fear goes back to many years. And today, I think there's probably a little bit less of that fear of outsourcing. I think the key is to have the right metrics at the very outset of the things that we measure. So it's key for HR practitioners to develop key performance indicators of how their partner is performing their services, and then regularly measure those key performance indicators to make sure that the relationship is giving them the results that they need. And then also to have what we would call a governance model and a way for the buyer and the provider, if you would, to come together and discuss the performance and the results. And I think that having the key performance indicators aligned to the overall objectives of the organization would provide the business more transparency in the business and really make a healthy relationship between the two partners. And so that varies by the function. If you were to look at let's say the benefits outsourcing business, it may be time to resolve a trouble ticket or time to pay a claim. If you're looking at the recruitment industry, it may be how long does it take for you to respond to an applicant. It may be things like how long does it take for you to provide me a slate of potential candidates. And so typically the metrics would be aligned to the things that are important to the customer. So if the customer is interested in quality versus quantity, it may very well be your conversion ratio of how many candidates you show me versus how many I hire. And if a customer is interested in quantity, it may very well be things like 200 CVs a day. Right? So it really is aligned by business and what are the priorities, if you would, for the organization.